Okay, so now we're at this point, and I just had to quickly go back because I realized I left out this line, so I had to go and cut that back into video 4, or the end of video 4. But yeah, now that that's working, you should be able to put in any character of literally lowercase or uppercase, and it will work regardless. So some of you might have been having that error when we started, but that's okay. So now IPOS is set equals to okay, so right. Sorry. So here's what we're doing now. So we've got this situation going where we want to be able to type in A and have all of the characters in A replaced. So the way that we're going to be doing this is we're obviously going to be looping this. Okay, and now the question I have to ask you is, which loop would you use? Would you use a for loop or would you use a while loop? And let's think practically about what the application is that we're trying to solve. So do we know how many A's are in Alabama? No, we don't. So we can't really use a for loop because we don't actually know how many A's there are. And we don't explicitly have a string function to tell us the number of A's in a string. Maybe there is one and maybe we could use that, but it just makes a little bit more sense to use, since we have an if statement here that's doing the bulk majority of our work, it just makes a little bit more sense to use the loop that is very similar to an if statement, and that is the while loop. Right, so the way that we can solve this very easily to get it to do all characters is actually just to change this if to a while. Because now what our code is doing, and of course we have to change this then to a do, because a while loop is do, not then, because it's if this then, while this do. See, it's all very English, it's very readable. So here we go. While IPOS is greater than 0, we're going to do this. So while IPOS is not 0, basically, we're going to delete, insert, and then update our caption. But now, big problem here. Whenever we're using a while loop, we need to have alarm bells ringing in case we're going to get into an infinite loop. So let me just run this quickly, and let's see if it does get caught in an infinite loop. So we go game, start new game. Let's go A. And yes, there we go, our program has crashed. So let's see if we can just stop this quickly. Okay, we can't seem to stop this. Let me see if I can close it this way. Yeah, okay, let's close the program. Okay, so you see we are getting caught in an infinite loop. And the reason why, remember grade 10s, whenever we're dealing with a while loop, we get caught in an infinite loop if the condition that we're testing never changes within the loop. Now, up until this point, we didn't need it to change because we were doing, every time that we would hit enter, it would then come in here and would do all of this code in order. So we would get the position as the new position and then would test that position. But now that we're in this while loop, we're not doing that. That I position is outside of here. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that and we're just going to put it right below that label 2.caption set equals to dash. And now this should work because now what we're doing is we're constantly updating the position, getting the new position, and then updating that position. So now let's run this and see if it works. Oh, lovely, it's working. Okay, and that's that. That is that. I'm going to end this video here, and then the next one we're going to look at what comes next, which I believe is, if we take a look, if the user guessed a character that is in the guessing word, player A fills in. Okay, we've done that. Now, I guess what comes next, now that we've got the basic functionality down, because we do technically have the basic functionality down, what's going to come next is if the guessed letter is not a character in the guessing word, then player B is going to lose 1 life, which is represented in some way using the picture drawn in step 3. So we'll have to also do step 3 by the looks of things. Let's just read through here. The process repeats from step 4 until successfully guessed all letters. Okay, we've done that. If player B wins, their score is displayed and the game ends. Player B runs out of lives, the game ends, and player A must let player B know what the guessing word was. Okay, so in the next couple of lessons, we'll deal with all of these step by step, one by one. I guess maybe what we'll do is in the next video, what we'll do is we'll look at how we can implement the code to let the user know that they've successfully won the game. And then once we've done that, we'll implement code for if the user is losing lives and then when the user eventually runs out of lives. Those will be the next videos. Okay, talk to you in the next one.